Hey, welcome to my channel. This is my intro and my first channel, intro to ukulele, and my first video on this channel. And I'm starting this channel. I first was going to do some tutorial videos for someone in my life that I love a lot, and I was going to just teach them a few songs on the ukulele and learn along with them because I'm learning the ukulele too. But as I was thinking about it and as I prayed about it, I felt like God said to just go ahead and make the videos public instead of just custom and private, and make them public and let anybody learn along with me who wants to learn, who has a brain type like mine, who maybe isn't trying to be a professional musician, or if you are, you can start with me if you want. But I don't read music. I played a clarinet in 4th and 5th grade, and my peers were all learning to read the music, and I could not learn to read the music. So I started writing the chords. I didn't really know that's what I was doing at the time. I just would hear what the teacher said and write it down. And my teachers didn't like that I wasn't reading music, and they didn't like that I was writing the chords. I actually had one teacher who forbade me to do it, but I did it anyways because that's the only way I could play. So I did learn to play my clarinet that way. But over 2 years, and my brain could not learn to read the music in that capacity. If I had another teacher, maybe I could have, I don't know. But in my 30s, then I picked up a guitar and I started learning how to play guitar. And it's really awesome that you can learn with chords and you can play an instrument and you don't have to be able to read music. Or even if maybe you can read music, like your brain will learn it, but you maybe don't want to put in that much of an effort to learn to read the music, you can learn chords. So for anybody who has a brain like mine or who's in that situation, just do the chords and it's fine. So anyways, thanks for joining me. I'm just going to do an intro about the ukulele. And then I'll have other videos with tutorials. And as I learn, I'll teach you. So be patient with me because I'll make mistakes and my voice will be off key and my fingers might move in the wrong places, or I might switch some words around. But enjoy the adventure with me. To learn to play an instrument, you really only need to practice about 10 minutes a day. When my son was learning guitar and his guitar teacher said that, I was like, yeah, right. I didn't actually believe it, but then he did about 10 minutes a day. And the guitar teacher was telling the truth. So it's not like you have to practice hours on end to learn to play an instrument. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So here's the ukulele. I'm actually looking at a diagram of the parts because I'm new. I'm learning with you. So I'm just going to name the parts. So this is the ukulele. This is the neck of the ukulele. This is the headstock. This is the body. This right here, this long thing, this is called the fretboard, and then the middle sections that divide up the sections, those are called the frets. I'll come back to the numbers of the frets. These are the strings. This is the sound hole. These are the tuning pegs. So when we tune the guitar, or the ukulele, this white thing right here is called the nut. This black thing right here, or mine's brown, I guess, is called the bridge. And then this white thing is called the saddle. So a couple things. Some people can learn how to tune their instrument by ear. Up to this point, I have not been able to do that. So I use a tuner. I like to use this one. It's a snark. You're going to put it right here at the end of your guitar. You're going to turn it on like this. You'll see it lights up. See? So for each ukulele string, I keep saying guitar because I do play the guitar. So I'm switching instruments here. But for this, let me come back to that. For the string numbers, actually, they each have a number, and we start from the bottom and go up. So the very bottom string is string number 1, and then string number 2, and then string number 3, and then string number 4. And our fingers they have numbers too when we're learning to play. So our pointer finger is finger number 1, finger number 2, finger number 3, finger number 4. And then the frets also have numbers. So this would be fret number 1, fret number 2, fret number 3, fret number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. And so I use chord charts for songs. So you're going to want to copy that down or have one handy on your phone or your computer so you can look, and the chord charts will tell you where to place your fingers on the, what is this called? The neck of the ukulele. So the different chords, they all have different names. The names of the strings on the ukulele, this first bottom string is A, the second one is E, the third one is C, and this fourth and top string is G. All right, so when you're tuning, the names of these strings, that string will be tuned to that note. So I'm going to tune this top string number 4 to G. So I'm going to show you my tuner. I'm going to turn it on here. Oops, I turned it off. Okay, when I strum this, you'll see it light up. You can see how it says G. See how the green is coming on? That means that it is in tune to G. If the green doesn't come on and it stays red, that means you need to adjust the tuning peg. Now, sometimes you'll need to tighten it, sometimes you'll need to loosen it. And you'll just keep doing this and then tightening and loosening the peg, either way. This thing will tell you. If you start doing it one way and it's getting further and further away from the green, that means you need to turn it the other way until you get to green. So you're going to do that with each string. So when I do this one, it'll say G. When that's backwards, you can't really see it. And then you tune it to the strings, the string notes and names. G, C, E, A. I would just take a minute each time you're going to play it and tune it. The weather can change the strings and get it out of tune, even overnight. Not severely out of tune, but it'll be a little bit off. And here's a suggestion. When you're turning these tuning pegs and doing this to get the right note on your string, don't do it fast. I did it fast one time on my guitar, and these strings are different than guitar strings, but it can still really hurt you, and it came up and it almost got my eye. So do it slowly. Don't be scared of it, but don't just get in there and like a big old twist. You just need little twists most of the time. Okay, so we talked about that. Chords, finger numbers. Okay, and then your pick. I like to use these red semi-thin, medium thin picks. These are my favorite ones, and they have a little grip on them. I like that, so I'm not dropping my pick. And I usually hold 2 fingers on one side of my pick and my thumb on the other side. And it took me a while to get used to using a pick with my guitar. When I first started playing guitar, I actually didn't use a pick. I just used either my thumb, so you can do that, or I would put my fingers together like this and then strum down and that. And then when I got more comfortable, then I started using a pick, because I always felt like I was going to drop my pick. Another way that I hold my pick is kind of like this, all 3 fingers, and then my thumb on the back. So you're going to find what's comfortable for you. You need to hold it tight enough so you don't drop it, but not so tight because it's hard to strum. So you'll learn as you go. Sometimes I even hold my pick with these 2 fingers. So everybody's going to be a little bit different. You'll just learn as you go. Let's see. And then also, the goal of this channel is to, number 1 is to glorify God, to use my gifts and, to glorify God and to share my gifts with other people, to shine the Lord's light and love through everything that I do, and then to add music to anyone's life. Like the Lord created music, and he created it for him to be worshiped by music. The world has done a great job of hijacking music. The enemy has hijacked the gift of music and used it for his purposes a lot, as you can see, as he's the prince of the power of the air. And so I want to help people play music that glorifies God and play music that brings life and not death into themselves and to other people, because music is a big way that death is spoken over people, and worldly and ungodly things are planting seeds in people all the time through music. And that's not what God created music for. So I'm on team God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit to redeem music for his kingdom, which is its purpose in the first place. And he also made it to bless us and to strengthen us, and also to make a connection as we worship him with our music. So most of the songs on here are going to be faith-based. My very first video that I'm going to do tutorial is Row Your Boat, because it's for learning purposes, but I'm not going to do any worldly or ungodly music on here. And only once in a while would there even be a song on here that's not faith-based. So anyways, thanks for joining me for the adventure. You're going to be really blessed by adding music if this is your first instrument that you're doing, or just changing instruments, or whatever age you are, I just invite you to join me on this adventure, push through 10 minutes a day. And if you skip a day or a few days, we're all busy. That's okay. You're going to play the video, you're going to rewind it, you're going to play it, you're going to rewind it. I'll have links in the bottom for chord charts as we start to do these beginning ones. I don't know how many videos I'll do. I don't know exactly where this is going. The Lord just put this in my heart. And so I am starting this YouTube channel. I do have another YouTube channel, which I've been doing ministry videos on for about 3 years. And somehow they'll be connected. I'm still figuring that out, but those are ministry videos, faith-based videos, faith-filled, prophetic videos, prayer videos, those sorts of things. And so this is like a sister channel to that. So thank you for joining me. I hope this is helpful to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.